welcome to the Coffee and Collaborations podcast. I am your host, Kimberly Winborn of Kimberly Winborn LLC, and of course, Coffee and Collaborations Media.
I am your co-host, Al the Great, CEO of Good Steward Apparel and lead designer of Good Steward Apparel brands. Today, CNC family, the collaboration continues. We are introducing a special guest today. Her name is Terry Spicer. She is the CEO of Epiphany Public Relations located in Raleigh. She's also the CEO of Sisters Inspiring Sisters Incorporated, a 501c3 charity that helps cancer survivors with transportation to assistance to get back to medical appointments and help toward survivorship. In 4 years, they have helped 1,085 cancer patients with life-saving assistance. So I am really excited to talk to her. One of the other things that I found out, just kind of doing a quick search, was one of her Spicerisms, which is one of my new favorite quotes now. So if you have given all you have, there is nothing mediocre about the outcome. So I would like to introduce Terry Spicer.
Yes, I love that Spicerism. I love that too.
Some time ago. Good afternoon, and thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here with you this afternoon.
You're welcome. I just want to add, in addition to that, so we're doing a series, kind of like the powerful mom, powerful woman, of course, with May being a big celebration of Mother's Day, that we celebrated last Sunday or the Sunday before. And so we wanted to highlight women who are inspiring, who are community leaders, who are moms that are doing amazing things. So like we have so many people out here, women especially. I'm sorry to the men. We're going to highlight you next month. But
next month.
Yeah, next month. So just wait. Don't go anywhere, men. We're going to highlight you next month. But who have a heart to serve first. They understand that their family is first, right? But they also have a heart to serve the community, and they're doing it massively, giving hours and hours of their time. And so I emailed Miss Terry and asked her if she would be on the show. And I'm so honored that she said yes, because she didn't know this, but I've been watching her from afar for a long time. And she's become kind of a mentor to a certain degree from lifestyle. You guys ever had that experience where you're kind of watching somebody and you just love the way they flow? And so you kind of get little tidbits from them based on that. And that's who she is to me. So I'm blessed to have Miss Terry Spicer on the show. We want to learn a little bit more about you. So just wanted to add that little component.
Well, thank you. Well, I'm excited to be here. And I guess I need to update the stats on my computer, because now we're at almost 1,300 cancer patients in 7. Yeah, and yeah. So Al, that's my fault. I thought I hit it, but I have to update it. And we're in all 100 counties of North Carolina and 16 states nationally. So yeah, excited about the work that we're able to do over these last 7 years.
That's right. Oh wow, that's good. Well, I know we're going to talk about the nonprofit, in a moment. But with those stats, and this wasn't anything we're going to talk about, so we like to be off the cuff, but I just had a thought. How proud of you are you, rather, of the work that you've been able to, succeed in, or have the success you've been able to have with the nonprofit?
Well, I just stand in awe, because God has just opened up doors. And, I'm that chick, if there's a little slight crack in it, I'm going to try to take it off the hinges. That's just. And so I've been committed to this with my husband. I've got an incredible, wonderful husband who's very supportive in this effort. But, the doors have just opened, and the need is critical, because again, if you can't get there, you can't get the treatment right. So people believe what they see. And that's really, truly what I believe. And that's how I practice business, to be transparent.
Yeah.
And when they, I don't care if I'm presenting 2 gas cards, I'm going to show you the movement, of the work. And I really believe that that's a big part of the success of the SISI, because people are able to see us in motion, where we're going and the impact that we're making immediately. So But yeah, I'm a publicist by profession, and so I flood social media to let people know that we value their gifts of support. And so anytime that we're blessed to make gifts, I make certain that we're front and center right here on social media. Mm-hmm.
All right. That is the one of the great things about social media, that you can connect right with your audience. You have that, you can almost reach out and touch them. That's very personalized.
In real time too, and that's the great thing about it. It's in real time, it's in real time. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We love our social media.
So, yeah, we do. So with COVID-19, currently in this pandemic, how has this affected the transitions of your business and your nonprofit?
Well, I tell you, it definitely has come to my doors as well. A lot of the work that I was doing, everybody's on Zoom now. Everything is virtual. Every meeting is virtual. I think we're all in, Zoom overload, but that's the new way of the way that we have to work. And with the SISI, transportation is still needed, but the giving is down because people are just trying to live now. You know what I mean? So the gifts of support, it's not the priority, that it once was. So with regards to the work that I'm doing, I'm still working, still really busy. But again, just like right now, everything is virtual, and it has to be that way. And I think it will be that way for some time to come. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's and one of the things that I always say, I think it's a financial principle. And we learn it as believers that you continue to give in spite of, and so, and it'll be returned to you. And that your storehouse will be replenished, and to the degree that you can't even understand the capacity. And so I challenge, people listening right now who go to her website, and we're going to share that information. If it speaks to your heart, like, give, and one of the things with nonprofits, of course we want the big dollars, but every bit helps. Every little bit helps to go towards the bigger picture.
That's right.
So, I just continue to challenge people. I've been giving throughout this season, and, I think sometimes people need that little reminder, like, hey, just give $2, $5, $10, instead of Starbucks.
That's that too, because there was a lady that I came across some years ago, and she said, Terry, all I have on me right now is $2. And I told her, I said, 2 is a beginning, and we're going to add $23 more, and that'll be a gas card eventually. So no amount is too small. No amount is too small. Yeah.
And one of the things people don't realize is that giving, while you're giving to an organization that is very helpful, but giving is for you. It's for you personally, because it helps clean out your heart. It helps you keep your heart pure and not be so attached to materialistic things. You're also helping that organization. So it's a two-way thing.
It is. It's true. It does make you feel so good when you know that the impact is benefiting, somebody beyond yourself. It makes me feel, because with the SISI, there's no salary. I've been doing this now for 7 years, unsalaried, because I'm committed to it. But I tell you, the work and the impact that we're able to do when I'm able to see it and then hear from the organizations immediately. And I've been in situations where cancer patients have come in as I was making presentations to say, I need help with my transportation to get here. So it's a real need, and I'm able to really see, how we are blessing folk immediately. And I can't tell you how soul satisfying that is. Soul satisfying that really is. Yeah.
And to that point, Miss Terry, that's another reason to give for others, because it takes your mind off of the stuff. The anxiety that people are experiencing with COVID-19, job loss, all those different things. It does. It takes your mind off of that, because you're able to give back and focus on somebody else.
That's exactly right. I mean, we are in a season of abnormality is what I'm calling it. And we all are trying to make adjustments as best as we can. You know what I mean? But there's still these incredible sparks of hope and of miracles and all of that still, despite, we're more than COVID. That's my new hashtag. We are more than COVID. More than COVID. Yeah, more than COVID.
I'm going to steal that and tag you.
Come on, tag me. Come on. I need to get a shirt with that made, more than COVID. You know,
when you said it, that's what it sounded like.
yeah, more than COVID. You know, come on. It's a whole lot of living that we still have to do. And everybody's on this one track mind, because it really just, when you think about just 2 months ago, everybody was just coming and going. You know what I mean? And and I've heard so many people say, oh, 2020 was going to be my year. Well, are you still here? Are you still here?
Right.
The opportunities are still available to you. So don't give up just because of COVID, and don't shut down. Come on. So yeah.
You got it.
That's
You
right.
got it. How did you start your nonprofit, and what excites you most about it?
Well, when I was in corporate America, you know, my best friend then, she was stricken with breast cancer. And so, you know, my favorite word is deliberate. God is deliberate. I say that every day. He took me out of that full-time job, and I became a full-time caregiver with her mother. So I was able to drive her to UNC Lineberger Comprehensive Cancer Center the last year of her life with her mom every single day.
Wow.
And I really truly see up close and personal the disparities, to see how awful, you know, this disease is, how hard it hits. And I knew that after she transitioned, that it was something that I wanted to continue.
Yeah.
And so that's really how it happened. God gave me the experience to see it, to benefit, you know, her last year, and for it to directly benefit me, like you said, Al, because, you know, I was able to see and feel. And when she would walk in a room, it lit up, regardless of whether those people were getting chemo or whatever. When she walked into that room, it was like a 1,000,000-watt light bulb just turned on. And so I saw her impact, and it affected me greatly. And I wanted to keep that work going. So that's how it really started. That's where it rooted. But what really truly lifts me more than anything with this work is knowing that we are providing a lift towards survivorship. You know, cancer transportation should not be a hindrance for anybody to get treatment. It just should not be. And to know that we can't help everybody, but guess what? The ones that we can, I'm going to keep pushing. So that's really truly what drives me every single day.
It's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so awesome. I love
Thank
your heart. And you can hear you can hear
Thank
your heart. Isn't it
Thank
something like how somebody's journey, somebody's pain, so you know, turns
Yeah.
your life around and helps you to find your purpose and take you to the next level.
Yeah, because
I
you know
love
what? I keep hearing her in my ear, Spicer. She used to say my name. So I hear her in my ears and in my heart every single day. And every milestone, I said, when we did it, you know, we're here, we're at 7. So yeah.
Yeah. One of the things that you mentioned earlier already, and we mentioned in your intro about being a publicist and being in public relations, I would love to know a little bit more about that, because I know my personal affiliation, or what I know about you more so, is the nonprofit. Just looking back through, that's when I found out you were in public relations, which is one of the reasons why I was so attracted to you. So what was the journey to Epiphany?
Epiphany, oh my gosh. I worked in corporate America, and I was, you know, always in corporate communications.
Yeah.
And so after I got downsized, you know, and back, I was at Nortel Networks. I loved all of my life writing, and I dreamed in big, bold colors, as my mom would say.
Yeah.
But when I started my business in 2006, you know, I knew that it was something that I wanted to do full time, that I would have to work my way there. And the opportunity came in 2009. And I'm telling you, I've been blessed to work with incredible folk, you know. And my job, the way that I see public relations, is painting that story, that canvas that the world can see of what a client's vision is, and want to, you know, be a part of that, you know, draw them in, you know what I mean? You tell the story so clearly and clean, you know, that it really truly is a benefit to them, so that they just really truly get it. And honestly, that aha, that really is true, came up with the name of my business. So A lot of my clients, you know, you see them, but you don't know I'm behind the scenes. And so I love what I'm able to do. And again, public relations, when you set goals and you meet those, just like with everything else, you know, you reconfigure, you retweak. And what I love so much about it, the story evolves, and I get a hand in helping to continue to grow, you know, that vision forward. So, and in different ways. And I love PR. I love it. I absolutely love it. I've always been a publicist since age 6, I say.
I love it too. You know, it's such a big component about it around building relationships and authenticity.
Yeah, all about relationships. All about relationships.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And now, you know, this show is all about relationships. Coffee and Collaborations was birthed on the concept of relationships. So how we got to get out here and network. But you know, a lot of people are like, I don't want to network. I don't want to, you know, go out and meet people. It's so cliche. Nothing happens from going to these networking events. And so I have been out here trying to help people to understand that it's not about how much business you can get necessarily from passing out your card to everybody in the room, but it's about building solid relationships. And as a result, that in turn turning into collaborations, which can grow your business.
And really, you know what I found, Kimberly, that's so important in my business, the success of my business. I chase the impact. When you start chasing the dollars, you lose focus of what's really truly important. You know, even relationships suffer when you are chasing, you know, the financial reward and the gain. What about the impact? You got to see the much bigger picture. And because that's what public relations allows me to do, I really truly love the impact. I love it. I absolutely love it. So that's really, if I had to give a tip, I just say chase the impact. Don't worry about it. The money will follow you. It'll come.
I love that. That's another hashtag. You got 2 shirts.
I like
chase
that.
The impact.
Chase the impact. The money will follow. It'll come. It will come. It'll come.
One of the things before we end, I think it would be important because I feel like there is a stigma around public relations that people think that when I get a hire a public relations firm, that means I'm big time. Can you talk a little bit about who needs a public relations firm and why?
Well, quite honestly, everybody does. You know, for me, public relations is a part of your toolbox. You know, you need an accountant, you need a CP, your accountant, you need an attorney, you know, you need all of these different pieces to have your business be successful. And for me, public relations is another part of your arsenal, you know, to be successful. Because again, I can't talk to you about numbers, and I promise you don't want me to. So public relations, you know, people really truly, and what I come to find too, people think that public relations is all about a press release. No, it's about really truly building your brand. And for me, public relations is all about successful business development. That's really the way that I practice it. You know, because again, when I come in with a client, I'm looking at, you know, certainly what they want to accomplish with a project, but I'm looking at the overall picture of the business, you know, the tone, the messaging, the clarity. You know, we need to really clear and fix a whole lot of different things, even the way your website looks, because that's the first point of contact before they even reach out. You know, they want to know how, you know, you are able to translate your vision visually on that website. And if you've got a website that is not clean and crisp and enticing, you know, they're going to keep clicking. Am I right? So image really truly is everything, and everybody really truly needs to practice and understand that premise about their business. I don't care if you've got 1 client or you've got 1 million clients. You know, you really truly need to make certain that the brand that you represent is absolutely reflective of what it is you're trying to relay and accomplish. So
I love that authenticity, number one. And I love so I'll go back to chase the impact. One of the things that I like to say is public relations helps you to attract your tribe. So chase the impact and so that you can attract your tribe. That's my hashtag.
I love it. I mean, I'm absolutely, because again, that toolbox, everybody's got to be on that same page. With that same message. and in rhythm. And if anybody is out of sync, there's going to be a problem. So like I said, you know, public relations is an important part of your toolbox, just like your attorney, just like your CPA, just like your employees. All of it matters, and it's a part of the incredible puzzle that we want to put together to show the world that they really truly want to come in and be a part of your vision. Because again, it's a privilege for anybody to be, you know, a part of buying your product. You know, it's a privilege for clients and customers to latch on to what it is you're doing. And once they come, you want them to stay, you want them to be repeat, right? So you got to stay fresh. You got to stay fresh.
I love all of this. But how do you do it all? I mean, honestly, because you are a wife, you are a mother, you're an entrepreneur, you community leader. So how do you do it all? And that's just a component. Like, I'm not even listing under community leader. There's so much to mention, you know. So what are some tips for somebody who is a person who gives a lot and who has a lot on their heart to do, but balance? Or if that's a chance, people say, is that a real thing?
Yeah, is that a real thing? But you know what I've learned to do when I get up first thing in the morning, I have learned to come downstairs, open up my blinds, and now, you know, the birds seem like they're louder than ever. So I GIFT, I gift myself the first few minutes of every single day. Because when I get in that Zoom mode, everything is out the door. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I get so engaged in what I'm doing. So the first few minutes, and then I try to exercise, you hear me? Most days. But you have to really truly find those moments of balance. And because otherwise you'll do what I do. My husband would come down, you know, I'm a workaholic. I really am. I'm driven that way. He would sometimes say, Terry, okay, it's time to close the computer up and come upstairs. Come on. So I've learned to hear and, you know, realize that we can give and give and give. But if we're not, and but he loves to say, if you don't take care of you, you really truly can't take care of your business and your clients. So you have to find that level of balance, even if it's 10, 15 minutes a day, to make certain that you matter in the equation of all of your success. You got to find it.
Yeah. I agree. Especially, you know, how you start your day.
Yeah.
I absolutely agree. And it's so great to have someone, have a husband to come and grab you and say, honey, this, you know, I want to help you with your balance, right?
Yeah. Because I mean, we really truly get lost. And especially when we set these incredibly high expectations of ourselves, you know, I'm just that way. And I've been at this for years, and I'm a veteran now. I'm a veteran publicist. And so, you know, people say, well, work smarter, you know, not harder. But there are going to be periods still when you're going to have to work some long hours to get it done. I believe in doing everything well. So balance really truly is necessary. You just got to find it. Yeah.
I like it. Nice.
Yeah. You know, we can't forget the pearls now. Okay. Okay.
From the small pearls.
Right. Before we go, we can't forget the pearl. So you have the signature pearl, which is an acronym, but it's also a representation of who you are. So tell us about that. All about the pearl.
I've been wearing pearls, and Al, just so you know, my mama put probably 5-cent pearls on me since I was a little girl. When I look back on all of my pictures through the years, high school, college, I had on, you know, Kimberly, you and I talked about it, pearls. And so they make me rise. Did you see how I just sat up?
Yes.
They make me rise up 20 feet tall because, and I even call the women that impacted my life my board of pearls. And I've got a mentoring program, the SISI Small Pearls, and PEARLS is the acronym for Preparing Elegant and Ready Leaders for Success. So every element of my life, that's why, you know, I went ahead and the signature pearl, you know, I've attached that to myself, and that's a part of my brand. So the signaturepearl.com, every single thing about the pearl is, I love its translucence, which translates to me that you've got to be transparent because again, people believe what they see, and you got to be consistent. So all of these things, you know, that's how the pearls make me feel. They really make me rise up and feel And even when I'm home, and if I'm in sweats, I've got on pearl earrings, I've got on a pearl bracelet, I've got on a pearl something. It's part of my DNA for real, for real. Yeah.
Yeah. We couldn't miss that.
Thank you.
Love it.
And I like that, pearls exemplify class and elegance.
Yeah.
And that is something, through looking through your social media and everything, that is something definitely that you represent. How can people get in touch with you?
Actually, thesignaturepearl.com is one of the websites, or thesisi.org, or Epiphany, PRNC.com. But I would say to click on thesisi.org for my charity, or just Google. I'm on Instagram, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Facebook, all of the social media platforms. But click on thesisi.org or thesignaturepearl.com, and you'll get all of the different websites that I have, my books, every single thing about me. So, and what I want to say too is I'm working on something real special that'll be coming in a couple of months. So I hope you be back in, and I'll be able to talk about that then in a few months. So yeah.
Oh wow. Well, that's exciting.
Yeah, it is consuming me. And this time that we have right now, I'm sucking it all up. I am in full charge mode. So but yeah.
Well, we would love to have you back for sure. I can't get enough.
And look, let me congratulate the both of you. I love this platform, Coffee and Collaborations. And I mean, really, truly, it is all about collaborating. And something that you said that I love too, it's not about competition.
Yeah.
It's not competition. We've all got something to bring to the table. Nobody's voice should be bigger than anybody else's. I don't care how successful a person may be. You still got to have that level of humility, that's just got to be there.
Yeah.
Stay grounded. You know what I mean? So collaboration is absolutely mandatory. Absolutely.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really, really do. One of the things that we wanted to do with you really quickly as well is have a little fun game. So for people to, just a couple of questions. First answer, we're going to do two things like side by side. One versus the other, and you just choose really quickly which one speaks to you. Which one defines Terry Spicer, the signature pearl. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So
want me to do the first one?
Sure. You can, okay. You can do them.
So I'll do books or movies?
Movies.
Okay. Walk in the park or take a nap?
Walk in the park.
Coffee or tea?
Tea.
All right. Pizza or sushi?
Pizza.
And we kind of already know the answer probably to the last one. Diamonds or pearls?
Oh, no question. Come on here now. Oh. look, Al. Look, Al. Do you see the pearl ring? Look here.
I see it.
What? Come on now. So I'm just a pearly girl. I'm all pearled up. So yeah, pearls for sure.
Awesome. Thank you for having a little fun with us.
Absolutely. Thank you. I love that. Awesome.
I love that. Well, we loved having you. We absolutely did. This has been great. And like we said, we want to have you back. Gosh, what better dynamic woman to have on the show? I'm going to tell you, I really do admire you. I think Al is always smiling, almost bigger than I've seen him smile. We've had some amazing guests, and, we'll continue to highlight women for the rest of the year, I'm sure, but we definitely wanted to spotlight a few this month. And so thank you so much for giving us your time. And we just loved it.
So what's the hashtag, Al? What are the two hashtags?
Of yours?
Yeah, that you're going to use. What are the hashtags?
It is Chasing Pearls. Did I forget?
Chasing Impact.
Oh, Chasing Impact.
And More Than COVID.
I like it.
Yes. He could probably make the shirt.
All right now.
I could. I can make you a bag. You can match your pearls.
Well, let's talk about that for real. I'm serious. Let's talk about that.
Collaboration, indeed.
Indeed.
So thank you all for joining the Coffee and Collaborations podcast. Of course, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and of course, our YouTube channel at Coffee and Collaborations Media, and all the other ones are at Coffee and Collaborations. You can reach us at info@coffeeandcollaborations.com, and our email address, coffeeandcollaborations.com. So anything that you look up, if you Google Coffee and Collaborations, you'll find us. We would love to connect with you. I want to thank my co-host, Al Howard, for always being a light to the conversation. Anything you want to say, Al?
It's great to be here, CNC family, and we will see you next time.
All right. So you guys, you don't have to have the coffee. That is optional. The coffee is optional, but the collaboration is essential to your win. Thank you for joining us on Coffee and Collaborations. See you next time.
See you next time. Bye.
This has been a Coffee and Collaborations media production. Follow us at coffeeandcollaborations.com, on Twitter at Coffee in the letter N collab, on Instagram at Coffee and Collaborations, and on Facebook at Coffee and Collaborations. See you in the next episode.